Okay, testing, 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 testing. Alright, so today's gonna be a little interesting. Just making sure the audio goes all the way down. Hi. So, the thing for today's stream, outside of my tentacles cutting off because we're at a different angle today, is that we're having some tech issues. So this is effectively a stress test. Primarily our tech issues have to do with our current fan. Which has suddenly seems to have started kicking the bucket. So we might have to go send it out for repairs soon. But it also means we need to actually stress test that our audio is properly usable for basically anything. So that's the point of today, more or less. We're gonna jump in here. It's more Dark Souls. It's just more of that. Alright. That in mind, let me just hit this button. Now we might have to adjust in-game audio as well, as we lowered it down a little bit because we had to lower our overall output, which means it might need to be raised back up later. So if it's too quiet, just let us know once we're in game. Oh, that's right, we had the Uchi. Last time I think we finished the Great Wood off, which means today is Swamp Day, unfortunately. There was something else, but I can't remember. Oh no, we're too late for that, that's right. We accidentally killed the boss without remembering how to find the pyromancer guy, so yeah, well. Boom. Road of Sacrifices. So this is unfortunately going to get real bad real quick, because the swamp's coming up, and we're gonna be in the swamp for several hours. Oh, hey, can't kill those guys in the tube before they pop. Understood. And that real quick. Actually, I have to respect those guys. Okay. Something I am not used to doing. Woo! I don't remember much of this first zone. I remember it being pretty short, I think. Alright, that still solves that. Ah, poison bitch. That's right. Oh. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. That's right. Now I remember. We're coming up on someone who's scary. All right. Let me finish checking up around here. Alright. So, if I remember right, there's an NPC here. Well, not an NPC, but a, not quite an invader, but it is a human. I don't really know what you would count it as. Yep. You come up here. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Gross. You're gross. Stop it. I remember that person being scarier, so it looks like we're leveled well at least. There's the butcher knife. Requires 24 strength. God damn. The brigand armor. Probably not going to change off of what we're wearing. At least for a little while. Especially because it's almost all useless. There's the brigand twins blade. Oh, not looking forward to getting past this section. Because the fucking crab zone is up next. I don't want to deal with the crabs. The poison zone is gonna suck too. I have to make sure I go buy a dagger for that. Ugh. God, yeah, this entire section of the game fucking sucks ass. I forgot exactly how long it is, and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, this is too long. Oh yeah, that's right. Woo. Woo. And we're clear. Alright, so, swamp time. It's not the poison swamp yet, but it's swamp time. Hey, Anri and Horace.
Oh, hello. How do you do? I am Anri of Astora, unkindled like you.
Mm-hmm.
This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion.
Hey, Horace.
Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder?
Yep.
We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods...
The Crucifixion Woods, by the way.
Further yet is the cathedral.
How bad a place gotta be that it gets
Elements of
named
them
after
Aldrich.
crucifixion?
We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way. Oh yes, Horace. He's not very talkative, but don't think ill of him.
Okay.
He's an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago.
blue sentinels. Alright, here we go. So we're offline, so we're not going to get ganked in these woods, luckily. As if I remember right, this is one of the #1 PvP zones for, like, invaders. Specifically people who want to team up on others, from what I remember right. I think there's another place later that 101s usually use. Da-da-da. Oh, I hate those noises. Is that the crabs? Alright, so I know there's a lot of stuff in here, unfortunately, that we're gonna have to deal with. Whoa. Ooh, that was close. Titanite shard. Oh. God, these bugs are so weird. Aren't these guys technically in Dark Souls 1 too, if I remember right? I remember there being a weird bug that, like, shoots out damage and stuff. Ah! And by remember, I mean from videos and stuff. We've never actually gotten around to DS1. I'd pick it up, but it's like fucking $50 on everything still, so. Since they unlisted the original. That's a lot of dudes. Whew. Oh. Okay. Damn, now you dropped nothing. I heard something. Oh! I did hear something. I forgot there was a bonfire in here. I'm gonna be honest about that. I just remembered this place being a big fuck you zone. Good lord, that takes a lot of stamina to block. Is there not an item right here? Oh, is it a trick of the light? Alright. Ugh. God, the Estus Flask being at only +1. There's so many of these dudes around here. I ain't even seen anyone crucified yet. Like, there's no one on these. This place is a sham. Bang. Dog first. Another shard. They really want you to be at least +3, huh? I just remembered something. Yep, he's right there. God, fuck these guys. Hate those dudes. Isn't there another one around here if I remember right? Yep. Shit, 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 shit. Can't go too far out because of crabs. Oh god. Fucking bloodborne enemy. Oh. Fwah. Fwah. Have to work our way back. Ah, fuck me. That's right. Okay. Forgot about him. Sellsword armor. Yep. Yep. That's about what I expected to happen. Woo! Oh, shit. Okay. Stuck on a wall. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Got him. Oh. Man, my spacing is so much better than when we tried this game originally. Sellsword Twin Blades. Farron Cole. So if I remember right, isn't that like one of the only Black Knights in the game? And if you want his set, you just have to farm it for incredibly low rarity off him? Okay, we have to enter the crab zone now. This is a problem. Oh. If I remember, a crab will pop up when we try and grab this. Ugh! At least it's not a crawfish. At least it's not a crawfish. The water's deep here. Great Swamp Pyromancy Tome. That's useless. We don't even have the Pyromancy guy. One of these crabs drops a ring. Oh, cool. I got invaded, so I'm a little more worried about that at first. Whew. Okay, let's get to a safe spot for whenever this guy jumps us. he is. This might take a minute for him to show up. Hello? Crab? 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 That is in fact a crab. He spawns in the middle of... God, fuck off. Yeah. Oh! He's here. There he is. Oh, good. Cool. Alright. You need to get the fuck away from that crab. Come over here. Oh, they turn themselves invisible too, it looks like. You're not coming up, bud? I see. I wonder. Crab just don't give a fuck. Okay. Ah, they're there. What? Whatever. That's why I moved right over here. I'm like, oh yeah, I have one heal left on this. Yeah, that's probably not gonna go very well. Hold on. Okay. I saw like a big message pop up and I thought it might be important, but doesn't look like it. Alright. There we go. Just get those back. Okay, so we gotta try and take out one of the crabs. Oh yeah, that's right, this guy comes running. Oh, these guys are weak to bleed. Cool. That was... that was a little weird. That guy not giving me souls. Okay, he didn't get up. There we go. Estus shard. Hell yeah. Someone's going fucking nuts somewhere. I'm gonna leave you alone. Alright. Let's head around the other side here. Bro going fucking crazy inside. Oh. It's actually an entrance. You can see shit, bro. Nope. This man got a big hat. Bam, bam. Nice, so getting behind that wall diffuses this room. Because that's one of those guys that screams and alerts every single enemy. Alright. Box? No, nothing. Alright, what's over here? Buffering out my attack animations. Okay. Oh, you can get over here? I never knew that. Oh, hey, dude.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors.
Is that your face
What
texture?
do you want?
Or is that a mask?
This is my study that you've happened upon. If you haven't any How intriguing.
Sure. I don't know if I'm smart enough.
You'd better not. And should never, but you have your own methods. Don't let it bother you. Be on your way then. You're unkindled.
Literally, I'm too stupid. Fucking video games, baby. Blue bug pellet. What does that do? Black fire bomb. Blue bug pellet. Temporarily boosts magic damage absorption. Oh. Alright, let's soak up a bit of sun. Whoa, that's a lot more dudes than I thought were going to be in here. Slowly fish them all out. I remember just running through here, but I can't remember why. Bro. There we go. Big boy down. Woo, that chasing run. I now remember why I remember running through here a lot. It's because this room sucks. Also, that's a boss room. I'm now, in fact, remembering that that is a boss room. Okay. We're sending out a lot of souls. I don't know if I want to drop that. Oh, that's mean. Shit. Woo! Why am I health so low? Hate these guys. Sage ring. Shortens spell casting time. That'd be useful on certain playthroughs if the number's good enough. Sorcerer outfit. Da-da-da. Okay. It's like that's everything. Yep. No, don't go over there. I remember now. Green blossom. That crab has already noticed us. Time to go. Woo! Oh, damn you guys, Chase. Okay. Ooh. Should be good. Rest. Would now? I wonder if now would be a good time to try and save up for the 20K. What does this give us? 2,000. Yeah, we can totally do it. Alright. Let's go beat up some dudes. God, dogs are just devil magic in this game, huh? Through the fucking tree into a splat down. Okay. We didn't pretend that's how hitboxes should work. I don't remember which crab has the ring. Frankly, though, it's probably this one. What? Apparently, we can jump attack that crab to stun it. A thing I did not know you could do. Oh my god. Grass Crest Shield is good if I remember right. And I think that one does stamina regen. Whoa. Every time I think I'm in a good place level-wise, the guy will come out of nowhere and just be like, well, what if I did all of your HP in a single hit? Okay. What? Dark sign? When? The dark sign is the sign of an accursed undead. The dark sign returns its bearer to the last bonfire they rested at, or the bonfire at Firelink Shrine, but at the cost of all cells held. Carriers of the Dark Star are reborn after death and eventually lose their minds. We've probably had that the entire game, and I just didn't notice. Why did they make the crab so strong? It actually feels a little absurd. Let's go over here. Okay, big boy. Sure, we can pretend any of that animation made sense. Wow, they give very little, actually. You'd think they'd give a lot more for how annoying they are. Wow. Dumbass. He jumped in the fire. Bop. But. Turn it 8. $1,800. Inventory. There we go. 20K. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Travel. Firelink. Let's get that fucking key, baby. Oh yeah, there's also a thing we can do back in Undead Settlement now that I remember. if we head to the rat room. Oh, you're new.
You're an unkindled, aren't you?
Yeah?
I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey. I doubt we've much to blessing.
Alright, that's all she's got. Hey, depressed bro, I'm just gonna leave you alone because there's a good chance I talk to you too much and you go insane. He's still gone. Hey, Shrine Maiden.
Oh, how many?
Key to the dilapidated tower.
Ashen one.
Inventory. Pop this.
Tis good, wasn't he?
Reinforce. +3. Reinforce Estus. Give coal.
Oh, my. This coal is from the Undead Legion. Used to forge the weapons of Farron's Abyss Watchers.
Ooh.
A fine prize. I'm honored to be endued with it. Now I'll be equipped to infuse special gems. Praise the gods, eh? Time to put this brawn to use.
Yo, this guy's got a crazy fucking brow.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want it.
I don't want to see my work squandered. Gray Rat.
Ah, you know I'm a bit well. Everyone's dead. I might as well fetch. Well, what do you think? Thank you.
Have fun
Great
pillaging, Gray
design.
Rat. Hey, y'all, can I get a free level?
Oh, I would do.
Nope. Gotta
Be
die more.
safe.
Alright. So, let's head on up and out. Ah. Which way do I go again? Up here and then around? Yeah, that's right. Kill, kill. No. Further up? Forgot you could even go further up. No. Okay. Right. Confused. I thought that's how I get up. Oh, yes, that's right. You have to go inside. Then it's out the side. Oh, God. Alright. Okay, over here. Seed of a giant tree is yet to fall. Is that... That's a DS2 giant, isn't it? Huh. Tower key. Da, 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 da. Twinkling. Was there anything else back here? Oh, you can actually just... Oh, that's weird. Okay. Go back this way. Drop down, and then we go up the tower. For real. Blah. I remember that earlier. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to get that when we ran up there earlier on. It's easier now that we don't have to deal with the tree, but still. Whoa. Bum, 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 ba, ba. I don't remember if there's anything out here. Let's see. Nope. Alright. And up we go. Firekeeper's soul. Soul of a firekeeper who returned from the abyss. The soul of a firekeeper who is said to have returned from the abyss. This firekeeper preserves the bonfire and serves as its champion. She is said to have been soothed and accepted the dark sigil, which has tainted her soul. And yet, her soul will one day embed itself in the bosom of yet another firekeeper. That is an ending proc item, I think. Pretty sure you need that to unlock one of the endings. Huh. Alright. Whoa. Ow. Firekeeper outfit. Estus ring. What? Increases HP restored with the Estus flask. Yeah, probably just gonna put that on real quick. Yeah, there we go. Don't know how significant that's gonna be, but rather take that over nothing. Okay. Now I think we're supposed to give the Firekeeper's soul to our girl here.
Welcome home, I speak then.
Yep.
Ashen One, this is much like what lies within me. Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both firekeepers after all.
Is now able to heal with the
Forgive
heal
me,
the dark
sister.
sigil.
May the flames guide thy way. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Okay. So we want to go to Undead Settlement Bridge, and I think we want to go down into the basement. Crown of Volnir, the Karthus Conqueror. Once upon a time, such things were bequeathed judiciously to each and all rightful lords. Thank you, oh! Ooh. Ooh. Alright, that's good. Rat jam time. Yep. What we got? Loincloth. Velka. Is that for, it's Crimes of Absolution. Is that for, if you piss NPCs off? Red Tilted Halberd. Yeah! Skeletons! You guys get back up? Okay, it doesn't look like you do, actually. Bone noises. Whoa! Soul of an unknown trapper. Skeleton. Fine, fine. Falchion. Oh shit. Heavy gem. Whoa! Where did you come from, dude? Not much of a threat anymore, but still. Alright, then this way, I guess. Ah, really? How would I even? God, I have to equip. Right? There we go. Blessed red and white shield +1. Physical guard sucks. Does it do anything special? Just says parry. Okay, in we go. Rat. Is that the DS2 rat? No, no, it's different. Where did you guys come from? Whoa! Saint's Talisman. Woo! Eh.
Who is
Hey,
there?
girlie.
Someone there? Anyone? Oh, please. The darks are our little creatures, so please.
The dark. She is blinded.
Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet.
Nope, you're good.
Praise the merciful gods above.
There we go.
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim.
Hello, Irina.
I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then. I am
Yeah.
weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble...
Sure.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall
Welcome
take
to the
my
party.
vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Here she goes. Teleported away. Hey, bud.
You've gone and rescued her, have you?
Yep.
How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I am Egon. A knight
Hey,
of Karim.
Egon.
I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety,
His armor's cool.
and only for that long. What's the matter? I am allied to you and only.
Okay. Works for me. Alright. Let's head down here. And get back to the bonfire. Bum 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 bum. Okay, back to Crab Zone. Oh, I don't want to be in the Crab Zone. I think we've done. There's the boss fight, which I don't know if we're like actually strong enough for yet in here. Which is over that way. There's the mage who ambushes you in the middle of the swamp. There's these fucking crabs. I think there's two really tough dudes. That we have to deal with too while we're at it. Oh yes, and there's this entrance. I forgot about this one. Oh, it's been a long time since I touched this game at all in any way. Oh shit. Crystal gem. Ooh. Bro, where'd you come from? Problem solved. Oh, this is the other... Yeah, okay. See what's up here then. Follow him down. Ooh, ha, 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 ha. Drop down point. Alright, leads us right back to the entrance, so that's not a big deal. So another ring of sacrifice. Wait, what? A warrior's slumber ahead. Alright. This way. Oh, that just lets you skip the actual swamp. That's cute. Golden Falcon Shield. A metal shield fashioned in the form of a falcon with wide wings outstretched. The Golden Falcon was an emblem of ancient band of sellswords. To this day, many mercenaries remain who look upon it as a token of good fortune. I wonder if that raises item discovery. Large shoal of an unknown traveler. Oh. Okay. Jesus. Oh. You know, I don't know about this one. Oh my god. I can't believe that worked. Oh, nice bonfire. I was expecting them to start climbing the ladder after me once I saw it. And I was probably going to get kicked down. But I thought it would be just funny enough if they just did that. And sure enough, Dark Souls never fails you. The funniest option will always be selected. Oh, this is the other side of the Black Knight. Okay. Kind of a shame they don't give you turn back, it says. Kind of a shame you don't get their armor from that. It looked like they both had unique sets. Oh. Because it's just in the swamp. Equipment. Yeah, that's a cool set. Can't make ourselves too heavy though, so we gotta be careful. Yeah, that's a cool set. What if I do... Oh, the Cleric hat looks so goofy. Oh my god. Don't mind that. The brigand helm is so goofy looking. Hey, what did we actually get from those two guys when they fell off a cliff and died? Great club. Requires 28 strength. And the Exile Greatsword, which requires 24 strength. A bloodstained greatsword wielded by one of the watchdogs of Farron, who presided over the slumber of sleeping warriors. The blade is a reminder of the exile's past misdeeds. Human strength is required to wield the heaviest of curved greatswords. And by inhuman strength, we mean 24. Alright. Okay, crab. Whoa! Oh, baby crab. Oh my god. Slowdown bubbles? Really? What the hell were they cooking here? Whoa! Okay, one of you needs to fuck off. I guess it's that one. What? Wow, these crabs are bullshit, huh? We'll deal with them later. They're clearly way stronger than we are currently. Little bit absurd, actually. That reminds me. Do we have? We don't. Alright, we're heading back to Firelink for a second. We have to buy a dagger. If we don't have a dagger, this next zone is going to be like literally impossible. And by literally impossible, I mean it'll be a pain in the ass that will take hours.
Ashen 1.
Dagger. Let me just double check. Okay, it has to be in main hand. Oh, this isn't it. It's broken straight sword. now let's do this. Alright, yeah, it has to be in main. Alright. And what am I at on needing for level ups? Oh.
Welcome, speak.
Level up.
Very well, then take no.
Vit and Vigor are fine for now. Definitely gonna want to level Dex more. Since it's looking like we might be going for a Dex run.
One. May the flames.
So like I started off thinking maybe a strength run, but I don't think I've actually done a like full Dex run before properly on any of these games. Oh, are you ready for a lot of death runs through the swamp? I'm not. I hate this stuff. This stuff is bad. They were crazy to do it. Okay. Oh, here we go. Whoa. That was weird. Alright, so welcome to Poison Swamp Central. I don't remember where anything is. Oh. The main conceit of this zone is basically just run around and try and find all the bullshit they hid. And that's the entire plan. There's a lot of annoying stuff in here, and of course it's all poison. Okay. Estus Shard. Extremely useful off the bat. Okay, I think this is actually one of the places we want to be. Alright, so these guys can be bastards. There's like 3 versions of them. One of them has like an instant death grab attack and turns into a bloodborne enemy. So try not to fight that one. Also, they're like weird fucked up super goatmen. I don't know what's going on there. Alright. Alright, let's go. Wait. Controller. Broke again. Why is... Okay, hold on. Please? Okay. It is decided my controller doesn't exist. So we're just gonna... Real quick. Let's just restart that. Alright. Not quite what I was expecting to happen there, but... You know... PC games are PC games. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Still poisoned. Love to see that. Extinguish 3 flames to open the doors, so the door to the wolf's blood. Rod and pine resin. So I think for hard progress, you just want to follow the fire through here. Oh, there's one of those feral ones. Great sword. Aggressive little bastards. Whoa! Why are they still chasing? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, it's follow the fire. There's a bunch of other stuff we're gonna want to do in here, though. I'm also getting ready to dodge for my fucking life when I get out of here. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Ah, now there's the grab that just kills us. Yeah, it's that one. The one that just stands up like that. That's a problem. Alright, so the last one should just be right over here, I think. Yeah, you can see a fire from here. Big boy sauce. I don't care though. Alright. There we go. Gate to the boss is open. Now we just have to suffer for the rest of this. Because there's a lot of good stuff to grab in here. Also, beyond that gate is actually more zone. It's not just a straight shot to the boss. This is the last zone we did. Hi, howdy. How's it going? Ah! Oh, fuck, it's you. Get the fuck out of here. Go, go, go. Hey. Alright, we move. The good thing about quick stuff is that it doesn't actually require... Fuck. That's right. It doesn't actually require, any FP. So welcome to Super Hell. Antiquated dress. I think the other thing was a coal. Oh. It's not worth fighting any of these freaks. Bow shard. Alright. This way. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, it got me at the fight. It opened with the command grab. Giant, help. Crown of Dust. Thank God for this giant. Go the fuck away, soul of a large, soul of an unknown traveler. Okay. Jesus. Lingering Dragon Crest ring. That was the one with the ring. Oh, thank God. Oh. Alright, so we got the Crown of Dusk from that. bullshit. Sage scroll. They killed all the mushroom guys. Damn. Guess we're not getting one-shot punch today. Hey, are you guys ready for more death runs in Fair and Keep? Because that's all this stream is going to be now for a little while until we get all the items. This entire zone is just nothing but items thrown all over the place that's seemingly random. Iron Flesh. Oh. That's a lot of basilisks I didn't know were out here. That's cool. I think there's supposed to be another bonfire around here somewhere. Just don't remember where. Oh my god, there was actually an item hidden back here. Fuck off. You little freak scurrying. God, I can still see multiple items in the distance. Oh, actually, we want to be here. There we go. Oh, this is the bonfire. Okay. Oh, there we go. Legion etiquette. Asked to join Covenant. Watchdogs of Pharaon. This way. And if I remember right, it's like right here. I think that's our first invisible. Twinkling again. Nice. And there should be an elevator around here. Oh, I think it's inside, actually. Hey, up we go. I think there's a good chunk of stuff out here, actually, to do. Yeah, so there's him. And was there not a way to get over there? Yeah, there's stuff over there. I don't remember how you get to it, though. Alright. So, that's just the asylum demon. I think he has like 1 or 2 new abilities in this, but otherwise it's the Asylum Demon. He does have boss level health and damage. That's his new ability. Also, he has a grab. Some funny stuff can happen with the grab if we remember right. Which is, depending on the direction he grabs you, he can throw you out of world and kill you instantly. Like what might happen right now. Yeah, so that last throw can just immediately shoot you off into the abyss. There we go. Soul of a Stray Demon. Sitting in his ass still works. Great Axe. Ember. So 2 embers, a great axe, and his soul. Which I think you can get the axe for that if you're on a strength build. I think you can also get a fist weapon, but fist weapons suck in Dark Souls, so there's not really any reason to use that. Fortunately, I don't remember how you get over there. Is this the one where you can destroy his bomb half and he'll keep fighting? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see how we get down there. Let's see, I swear there's supposed to be more up here. Is it here? No. Right here. Hua. Hua. Okay. Lizard. The problem is 2 lizard. Yep. So we have to come back up here again. Lightning Spear. Damn. Dragon Quest Shield. Isn't that one good, actually? One of the enchanted blue shields. The Dragon Quest shield would greatly reduces fire damage. So blue is it gets better. So yes, it's just better in general across the board. Also, it reduces fire damage on top of that. Oh my god, another lizard. Care about you low-level dudes. There we go. Watch out, there's a bunch of guys from the first zone of the game here. Fire bombs, though. Very nice. I will take those. Da 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 da. Also, actually, now that I think about it, I think the boss you're thinking about is Lawrence from Bloodborne, where phase 2 is his lower half breaks off, and you have to fight him still. Surprised we can't interact with this guy. Nothing? Nothing. Okay. What? Ow. Alright, head back down. And then we can just trigger the... I think this is something. Usually everyone is just strong enough to kill him right by now. True. He doesn't seem that tough. Especially because it's just Asylum Demon again. Like that dude is in basically every game except like Dark Souls 2, I think. You fight like 20 of him in Elden Ring and he's tougher there. Like he's not much to talk about. Okay. Let's go get that last crystal lizard. I think we're missing like 1 or 2 important items off the top of our head that we can think of. Here, which one is a crossbolt? Which is down on the bottom. Damn, that shit really looked like Hogwarts from up here. Fuck you, J.K. Rowling. What? Alright. Oh, do I have to reload the entire zone actually by leaving? Okay. Damn. Steven, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. He started standing up before he even screamed. I saw that. Alright. Should have enough to level up though. So let's head back to base here since we have to reload everything anyway. I think this is one of those weird zones where it's still actually better to start from the entrance. Insane. There we go. Kindly asking it to stop doing that.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then touch, take note.
200 more.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Inventory. Pop.
Welcome, speak. Very well, then take note.
Take nourishment from these sovereign souls. Bomb.
Farewell, Ashen, may the flame.
I think the stone soul can let us get like Havel's ring or something. Hold on. I know Havel's ring is in this. I think it's like way, way worse though than it's usually.
Aha, so.
Boulder Heave. Wait, what did this take? Soul of a demon. Soul of a stray demon. Huh. Yeah, Havel's ring. Named after Havel the Rock, the battlefield compatriot of Gwen, the First Lord. Unfortunately, I think this is kind of PP now, so.
Now.
But we're not. We need 5K for it. Alright. Travel back to Faron. Okay. Let's see if this respawns that lizard. Oh, texture glitch. Could see through the floor as we were coming up for a second. I kind of wish that the stone demon was respawnable because it's the only asylum demon fight in the entire game. Sometimes you just want to beat up asylum demon a little bit, you know? Yep, we had to reload the entire zone. God, they really just run into that corner so you can't do overheads. That's messed up. It's messed up with them. Alright, got that. Don't care about you. There we go. And we're done up here. I don't think we have anything else we ever have to come back up here for. However, I do realize now that I forgot to use my Estus shards and bone shards. So we got to go back to Firelink again. It's really funny how this is called Firelink Shrine. It looks nothing like Firelink from DS1. Whew. Bonfire for the shard. Go over here.
Just good, wasn't he?
Reinforce Estus flask.
Pretty big, I know.
Is the bro up there still not back? Nope.
What asking us to talk.
This guy is supposed to show up eventually. Because we need him to do a side quest. Unless we already have the thing for it. Hold on. No, we don't. What's her name's over here? Bonfire dailies for DS2 were a cool idea. Wish they'd done some more.
Oh, champion of Ash. Welcome back. I
Hello.
was not with the gods, I am you.
Here, I don't actually have anything for you yet, but thank
Have
you.
a I pray.
Horus is also not Horus. Elgis is also around here somewhere now. Are you back yet, Grey Rat? Yeah, there you are, bud.
You know I'm well. Everyone's. I might as well. Well. Thank you. Great until I end.
I'm pretty sure I already sent you out, but okay. Unless we unlock the next zone for you already. Bastard sword, mace, spear, buckler, oak round, thief outfit. I'm pretty sure isn't most of his stuff being that he'll go get anything. He go and grabs stuff you missed.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, draw out our true strength, baby. Dex to 20.
As I have a lab, but I believe we pilgrim those. Be safe, champion.
Be safe, champion. Guess he's not here yet. Alright. God, I hate Pharaoh Keep so much. Game? Game, do you wanna work? There we are. Alright. Old Wolf of Theron. So we gotta run further in through the door, and there's a shortcut we can unlock that skips 90% of the zone later. Sheep. Titanite shard. Once again, please be at +3. And we can actually get to +4 now even. Nameless Night Set. Not care, bro. Sunlight Talisman. That's the soup. Cute. Thank you, Sun Bros. What blue wolf blood's sungrass. Ow. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is the last thing we really need to make sure we grab. Just getting to it is a little bullshit. See? See? Literally couldn't even pick it up. The prompt would never appear. Very cool game. That was not what I was looking for, actually. That was a shitty poison gem. They put 3 dudes on top of a poison gem. Insane developers. Alright, let's try and find the exit again. I think it's just right over here, right? Yep. There's something I didn't find actually, which was there is one of the guys from Dark Souls 1, the Dark Wraiths, that you can fight out there to farm for his gear. Also, this part of the map is bullshit. So they're all awake now. See? So, you just run through this zone. You literally just don't even bother. Just run. Who cares? This place sucks. Who cares, baby? This zone is penis. Run, 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 run. Drop down here this time. I swear this actually went somewhere, but it looks like it just leads us into the basilisk bullshit. Okay. Dumbasses. Ah, too slow. Oh well. We're just trying to get the shortcut unlocked in here. The problem is now all these bastards are awake. So it should be right here. Yep. And if we go this way a little bit longer. What? Game. What was that? So if we go, yep, okay. Big boy. Leave him alone for now. Open that. Get great magic weapon. That leads you to the very first zone we were in. Time to fight a big lizard. It's the exact same as the one we fought earlier. But we're way stronger this time. Yep. Finite scales. I think scales are used for boss weapons in this. Here's where we had to go. That's right. Bump, bump, bump. Atonement. Hollow gem. I don't want to deal with this. I did not mean to click shrine, but that's fine. Because we have enough for a level. Okay, I think we're going to want to go back to the first half of the zone. Because the boss that's coming up is not actually the next boss.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take none. Farewell, Ashen. May the flame.
May the flames guide me. Alright. Travel. And we want to go back to Crucifixion Woods. So this boss is either going to be a complete joke or a pain in the ass. Because we are not using a heavy weapon that can permanently stun lock him, he's probably going to be a pain in the ass. God, that these dogs just... I had my shield up. Alright, time for the run. This guy does actually have a bit of an annoying run. Get stamina back here. Because you have to do all that bullshit. And they keep shooting at you on the way up. Alright, here we go. Alright, here's where the problem starts. Okay, we can stun lock him out of it with our heavies. Oh, that was the real one. Alright, here we go. Phase 2. So, should immediately start noticing the problem. Really? So he's gonna keep doing this. So the way you tell is the one that is purple is real. Wow, okay. They are literally sitting on each other. Oh. I got double tapped by the magic and his sword in the middle of my drink animation. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. I didn't play your stupid zoner game. I had that coming. I hate this boss. It's not even that hard, it's just annoying. And the run to get here kind of sucks because it's just filled with magic assholes. Okay. Yeah, he's not much. He's just kind of annoying if you can't stun lock him. Also, he just becomes invincible after a certain point of that animation. Our damage is good enough, so I actually probably could have upgraded my weapon before trying this. Or he could just forget to teleport and that could happen. Purple's back. And fight's over. So that's how that fight is supposed to go. If you have enough DPS, the fight just breaks. Hey. We are actually running out of content I have done before already. We have the next zone after this, and the boss of the other zone, of the big fucking swamp. I hate that place.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take no.
I guess just more endurance for now. We're probably gonna pump endurance and then vigor for a little bit.
Farewell, Ashmay the Flame.
Upgrade our Uchi here.
Ah, just wasn't he?
Because, to be, like, brutally honest, the boss of the swamp is, like, the first, like, real boss.
Be careful, I don't want to see him.
It is one of the main bosses. He is not a joke. So, we probably want to be a bit strong before we actually try that. But we can give it a shot here, since we just leveled and everything. Because the other zone we can go to is actually pretty long. That's going to take at least an hour. I think there's actually a dude we can summon here. Since we're embered up anyway. He might be... Alright, he might be at the, like, actual entrance. I have to remember what the safe route here is. Get that shit off my screen, please. There's supposed to be a dude, like, around here that you can summon. Bro, you are supposed to not come in here. This is literally a boss room. Oh my god, we're fucking poisoned now. There's supposed to be a guy you can summon here if you're embered up. Huh. So we're poisoned. Okay. Let's give this a shot and get our ass beat. It's a Bloodborne. A Bloodborne man has appeared. Watch as he Bloodborns. You will now fight him as a Souls character. Are you perhaps seeing the issue here? That is in fact a great sword. That is very quick. Alright, so here's the problem. We gotta wait for number 3. There he is. Oh, by the way, he has a launcher. And it's back to 2-on-1. So, this is how this fight goes. They will only de-aggro if there are 3 of them. Also, you want to, if you can, team up on this one, because the red-eyed boy will always be on your team. Okay, so here's the problem. This is the first 2-phase boss. How many of you are familiar with a boss named Maria of the Astral Clock Tower? So it's time to fight Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. He is also embered up, which is a very nice touch. So I've never been able to figure out this boss's openings, so this could be rough. It also did that. That's cool. Wow, what was the range there? So his attacks are a lot wider than they appear here. And they all are massive combos. He also leads them, so... Yeah, I just don't know how to read any of this. Like, it's actually really hard to see what the boss themselves is doing. And also because of the range of all of their attacks, it's very hard to actually figure out when you can hit him. So, that. Also, a funny bit, if people are alive, yeah, he just runs at the door because his AI is set to aggro everything. Now, I'm gonna double check something real quick. So, at Pharaon Keep, you're supposed to be able to summon someone called Blackhand Goddard in front of the Abyss Watchers. Londor Paleshade can be summoned by Pharaon Keep Bonfire if you have 5 sigils. Cirrus of the Sunless Realms can be summoned. And Yellowfinger Hazel can be summoned if you've done a bunch of other stuff. So we're supposed to be able to summon someone. I don't know why they weren't there. On top of the staircase that leads to the boss for Abyss Watchers. Yeah. He just wasn't there. Alright. Ember up. Whoa! I guess we're fighting you now. Bro, really? Stop it. Hey! Well, there's his fucking sword. That's a really good sword. Don't really think we're in a good position to use it, but that's a really good sword. Goddard? He's supposed to be right here. That's bizarre. Huh. Let's reload the zone, I guess, now that we're at Ember. I don't think I've ever experienced this before. This is a little weird. Yeah, he just appears to not be here. Huh. So for the other one, we have to pick up more items or go do the other zone entirely. Here, let's reload this zone. This guy's always supposed to be here for this boss. So I'm not exactly sure why he's not. I wanted to give it one try with him and see if we could do it, and then if I couldn't, I was just gonna go to the new zone. Hey, Daihime, thanks for the raid. Hi. Hope everyone had a good night. We're arena champ. Ah, congrats. I'm getting yelled at by fucking Mongolian throat singers. Alright. Well. We are currently in a dogshit poison swamp world. So welcome everyone. Yeah, that's weird. Apparently there's supposed to be an NPC summon here. That is just not here. Oh my god, what? Well, there it is. That's... Huh. That did not spawn in last time. Also, we need to stay the fuck away from those guys. Goddard? Goddard, don't do it. Goddard, baby. Baby girl. No! Well, he's just fucking dead. Okay. Cool. I gotta go. I'll read the notification in a second. I guess we're doing Abyss Watchers now. I have no idea how to read your attacks. Oh god, forgot about that. Okay. This is a really cool idea for a fight. It sucks. Ah. Ow. Okay. Where's the third one? Come on, where's the third one? Where is he? There he is. Alright. Fuck me, man. Alright, second guy's dead. Yep. Ow. Oh, our guy actually won. Huh. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to, I'm not used to the guy that's on your side actually winning this fight. Okay. Attempt number 2. He never reads the range on any of his bullshit. Like, look at that. I was out of range after dodging all of that. I can't see shit. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot that now has a trail. Okay. So, yeah, we're doing, in case you're wondering, we were attempting to, when you joined, we were doing like 1 or 2 attempts on that because we haven't actually gone to the cathedral yet. So, we can't really block any of his shit. We do not have enough stamina. Like, we had just beaten Crystal Sage. Also, in case you're wondering if things were going to get better, no. This next zone also sucks. We're in the real penis portion of the game. Damn, these lizards just giving up. Hey. Ah, yes, we have a bunch of these boys here. I don't think there's really any reason to fight any of these, though, if I remember right. Herald set. And we move. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this entire part. Here we go. Ready to fight a bunch of dudes? Because it's time to fight a bunch of NPCs that are not invaders. Luckily, I'm way quicker than this guy. That's what you get for trying to fucking power within me immediately. Oh yeah, the assassin. This guy is hiding in a little cave at the bottom of the hill, I think. And his goal is to just attack you when you're fighting the other guys. So they can do that. Alright, so we are definitely on level for this. Because otherwise these guys would be a pain in the ass. They do give a good chunk of souls though, and I believe they're one and dones. This room sucks. Welcome to Archer Central. Alright. Trying to grab the dog's attention. Oh, this is one of those teleporting dogs. Go try and run from them. You can tell which ones teleport because they're larger, and I believe they have a bunch of arrows in their back. And they do legitimately just teleport. They just cheat. Like, straight up. They will chase your ass and teleport behind you. It's really funny. Alright. That. Oh, you know, coming back to this after like, what, two plus years now was when we tried to do our first attempt of this game, which was just a temp thing back then. This is way easier now, and it's because we have played all of Elden Ring and Bloodborne. Hell, we played Bloodborne like 3 times. We platted that game. Oh yeah, these guys explode. That's right. Funniest enemies. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, I ain't looking so good. Then again, it's Dark Souls, so you're never gonna look good.
Please, fire for Ariandel. Fire for Ariandel. And the...
Alright, so talk to him. I have to reactivate the bonfire.
Wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an Ashen One. You must be. Oh. You don't know how long I've searched. Oh, don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart. Now, Ashen One.
So they were a little
kindness
unhinged with
to
this.
ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land.
So you know
of
how in
Arendelle.
Bloodborne
I need
you have to get
share
far enough
the
into the
flame,
game before it gives you a specific
a
item
flame
that lets you access the DLC? And it still gives you that item super early for some fucking reason. There's nothing like that. The moment you get here and you talk to him, you can proc the DLC like this.
Thank you. They of ash never fail.
Just a moment, then.
The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is.
A rotted scrap of it.
Go on. Take it.
Touch it. Oh. In you go.
And then the ashes were too.
So, this DLC, we're not going to be doing it for a long while. And I honestly, to be frank with you, don't know if we're going to finish this one. This is a fairly short DLC, actually. Hey, dude. Oh, you're ghoulish.
Have you just arrived? How very unusual. Just how long has it been? Rid the cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel. Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
So, this DLC is fairly short, actually, which is odd for FromSoft DLCs. The problem, from what we're aware of this DLC, is the final boss is one of the hardest bosses they've ever made. And it's still one of the hardest bosses they've ever made. In fact, the game literally gives you a warning here. Maybe don't try this right now. Alright, we're gonna get out of here though. Because we are not supposed, our ass is not supposed to be here right now. We have a +3 weapon. I think I can actually make it +4 if I go back to Firelink. Got our face. It's like a real dire. There's a very specific reason the boss is hard, and it's not necessarily because of the individual boss. It's because it's one of the few times, if I remember in history, they have done a 3-fight in a row setup. Alright. This way.
Well, it is good to see what needs.
The difference I will say between like them and Melania is Melania has some very exploitable setups. The issue with Melania is that she has one overtuned super move in phase 1. Otherwise, her phase 1's actually kind of a joke. You also have a lot better tools and options in Elden Ring to use than you get here. The difference is that one overtuned move is bullshit. Oh, it's already +4. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Pretty be careful.
Melania, it's also really funny because they've had to nerf multiple weapons specifically in Dark Souls because in Elden Ring because they were too strong against Melania. We're going to Cathedral of the Deep. Waterfall dance is so funny because it's just, well, just run away from her. And keep running during the first two and dodge under the third one with proper timing to avoid it. The problem is, its startup is invincible. And if you're near her when it startups, you're dead. Also, she heals off of it. I think both of these doors are locked for now, but we can check. So this zone is a little fucked up and evil. We're definitely not going to do all of it tonight. But now that we know we can stream properly again without worrying too much, we'll probably come back properly. We have to do some testing before Thursday, but tomorrow night we should be able to do one. Bam. Boys who explode good. Essus shard. Shit, do I have a... My ass does not own a torch. Okay, we'll go down there later. That's right. Welcome to the unlimited zombie graveyard. They spawn forever. Also, they spit leeches on you, and there's not anything I can do about that. So we're leeched now. Astora Greatsword. This is another one of those zones that just has a ton of stuff in it, but isn't really worth fighting anything in. Yep, there it is. It's gonna keep happening, by the way. That's how the leeches work. Executioner's Greatsword. God, these guys give fucking nothing. Even more so than usual. Alright, we're out. Time to fight leechmen possessing corpses. I literally exploded out of corpses. atmosphere. Get out of the Leechman zone. Cool. Huh. You want to come right here. First Ward, Great Shield. If we go down. There it is. Alright, we can now skip the graveyard as this leads right to the bottom of the pit we were in earlier. There's a bunch of fucked up leechmen down there though, so we don't want to deal with that until we have a torch, since a torch kills the leeches instantly if they're inside you. Similar to wanting a dagger for the last zone, because this game's fucked up. Hey. Feels crazy to us to remember that this game technically came out. This game, not technically, it did come out after Bloodborne. I think the front gate is straight up locked. Yep. Rusted coins. So the problem is getting through all this isn't really the tricky part. So we can't heal now. That's what that does. So time to play their fucked up version of the Dark Souls 1 Archer's bit. We've never played, we've only heard horror stories about that, by the way, in case you're curious. We have yet to experience that for ourselves. Not bad. Oh yeah, these boys are back, that's right. What was that? Follow. There we go. All the little gray rats. Bam. Alright. No reason to deal with this. That shit sucks. I think guys drop down from the ceiling if you try and grab this. Yep. to go. So, yeah, this entire zone is haha, we tricked you. There was an enemy hanging up on a wall somewhere. That's it. That's the bit. Okay, so the shortcut's just right here, so ignore all of these guys for now. They will chase you in here. Luckily, once we get inside, there is a bonfire. Problem is, we're not going to be staying inside. And also, inside is not very clear-cut either. The entire zone is a bit of a pain in the ass. This guy also just respawns every time, so don't bother. There's a way to get up there. I just can't remember where. I don't think there's a ladder here. There's a ladder somewhere you have to take for that. Are there guys down there? Oh, that's where... Okay, no, that makes sense. Luckily, once you know where a lot of these guys are, you don't have to really trigger them anymore. Ah. 100% physical blocking, baby. Okay. I forget. I don't think you can actually make that jump. Oh, there was 3 of them there. So yeah, this place sucks. It is a series of haha got you traps over and over and over again, and that's all it is. But every time you die to it, you have to redo everything because, yeah. Also, see, yeah, he just follows you in here. So if you're going to take this shortcut, you need to move it. That thing on the end of his body is the corpse he came out of. It has been thoroughly leechified. actually know if that guy can drop those weapons? Okay, round 3. Let's not die at the exact same point this time. I forgot about all the items that are here specifically to stop you from healing, by the way. It's very funny. By that I mean, what the fuck were they cooking? Okay, we're far enough away that that guy did not aggro. Come on. What was that hitbox? Fall the fuck back this time. God, this is a fucking gank spot, alright. Bro. Whoever put 3 of these guys in a narrow hallway, what is this problem? Alright, here comes Spearman. Yeah, everyone just beat him to death, who cares? Woo! Okay. God. Oh, boy. Oh my god, there was a 4th one. A 5th one. Are you done? That count is getting hit by it. Okay. It's a fucking video game. No, that guy's dead. Bang. Yep, I was gonna say, I swear there's supposed to be 2 here. Let's just try and get inside for now. God. Alright. Have fun, idiot. Okay, we gotta find the bonfire. Oh, cool, the slimes are back. You know, the slimes that are highly resistant to everything but magic. Those slimes. Great. not a threat. Well, I blocked that guy once and he crumpled. Here's our shortcut, if I remember right. This really awkward hallway. Yep. Yeah. We never have to do the rooftops again, you would say, but you would be wrong. Okay. There's actually another thing down here. Hold on. No, I'm thinking of the next door we open. Okay. Surprised we actually managed to get inside already. Okay. Ah! Wasn't fast enough. So we want to head back outside now. Because exploring in here is is a whole other can of worms. If I remember correctly, the trap here is there's a guy over there. Yep. Now everyone's gonna light themselves on fire. I was waiting for that to happen. I don't even care. Get out of my way. Bro. Hold on. Bro don't even know what's going on over here. He missed the memo. Wow, that's not worth it at all. Now if I remember right, if we come down here... It's around here somewhere. Unless I'm thinking of a later zone. Which is entirely possible. I think I was thinking of a later zone. There's another entire section on the roofs that's even worse. That is unfortunately going to be very necessary. Also, say hello to the giant. He's going to be a problem later. For example, he's going to be a problem right now. So that's the thing. fighting me from like 6 zones ago. Stop that. Wow, a deep gym. Guys, you know, I think this zone might have something to do with the deep. That does not proc on your way down. Also, we can't roll through it. This fucking game. Where's the switch? There it is. We have a lot of souls, so I'm not gonna go run headfirst into the giant just yet. Wow. If I remember, dealing with the giant once you can is pretty easy. It's just, unless you've got like magic. Good luck with that. Right now. Also, Gale's gone. You unlock the DLC, he doesn't care anymore. Okay. Hello, ma'am.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take no.
Boom.
Farewell, may the flame.
May the flames guide thee. Hooah.
Oh, I would. Then shall we bear
Bearer of the dark sigil. Get my endurance to 20, so I can ignore it for a little.
Then shall we bear Then shall we bear
Yeah, all these deaths, baby. Give me them free levels.
all will
Okay, it's maxed out.
be safe.
Um,
I would.
now we're not doing magic. That don't matter.
Be safe,
So,
our Lord.
make sure if you're doing magic that you buy everything from him before you do this. Let's go over here. Reload the zone. Oh, we actually have to leave properly. I think we had another shard.
Just wasn't he?
Yep.
Pretty be careful, I go.
Be careful. Alright, let's just teleport to Cathedral and come back. Oh. God, this. This has been a rough one, mainly because these zones are bad. Unfortunately, because we're doing the Yol stuff, we're gonna want to change our helmet because we have been thoroughly zombified. We're just gonna rock the full set, I guess. Okay. Y'all. Whoa. Y'all dead.
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yoel's master? I am Uria of Londor, a close friend of his. Thanks to thee, Yoel's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead.
Dignified bow.
Thou a lord art thou not? Bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows.
Ooh.
For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee.
She's got a really cool
And
fit,
I,
by the way.
Of course, am also thine.
Okay. Oh, okay. She does get all of his stuff. Never mind. We're good. Braille Divine Tone. Learn Miracles of Londor. 50 souls.
Thou a lord art the bearer for the time, and I of course.
Alright.
Till we meet, may the dark sigil guide.
So we are now on the proper route for Yoel's stuff. I can't remember what all we have to do for it. But we're there. Alright. Oh, we're level 39 already. Our hollowing is 19. Alright. That's gonna be it for tonight, I do believe. Okay. So, let's get over here real quick. Chat screen. Wow. Wow. Ooh, wow. Thank you to everyone who's come out today. And, of course, special thank you to, Daihime-sama for the raid. Always appreciated. Thank you. Let's see. That's the wrong thing. Don't click that one. Let's go over here. Bum, bum. Let's see, is anyone still going? Nope. Okay. That tends to happen when we go so late. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming out as always. We'll be back tomorrow. And if everything works out, we should be back Thursday for a collab with Daihime-sama, Brisk Kitty, and Diablo Trailus, where we'll be playing Sonic Riders DX, I think it was called. We are not a big Sonic Riders fan originals, so this will be interesting. We are because we're a Gravity Head. We like the second one. They should do the second one. It's better. They should make a good version of that. Anyway, we're gonna be heading out for the night, and I'll see you guys all later. Okay? Take care, or not. It don't really matter. Good night.